Namaste, I am Kalindat Magan from 10th Advanced School, and in this video I am going to show you how we can calculate the distance between the 2 points in a Cartesian plane. So first let's see what is a Cartesian plane. So a Cartesian plane look like this, which consists of two axes, namely x-axis and y-axis. The x-axis and the y-axis are number lines which are perpendicular to each other. So from here we can see that the x-axis and the y-axis are number lines. In the Cartesian plane we can plot points anywhere in the plane. And we can construct lines by joining many points, or we can construct many curves by some complex quadratic and cubic equations. Now in this figure we can see that a point is constructed on the Cartesian plane, and in the Cartesian plane the point lies in the number 2 of the x-axis and the number 6 of the y-axis. So the coordinates of the point is 2, 6. We write the x-axis first and then the y unit. So that's how we can write the coordinates, and we can construct many more points, like this is 7, 2. So that's how we can calculate. But the question arises, when we join the points with the line segment, what is the distance between these lines? What is the distance between these points? So how we can calculate this? In this video we are going to discuss. So now we have an example here. We have 2 points in the Cartesian plane, namely P and Q. So we can assume the coordinates of the point P are x1 and y1, and the coordinates of the point Q are x2 and y2. So from this information we can calculate the distance between these 2 points. So first of all we need to connect the point Q with the x-axis and connect the point Q with the y-axis. So now if I tell you what is the distance between Q and A, it is very easy to figure out if the point A lies on the x-axis. So first of all write here QA is equal to. So the distance between the point QA is same as distance between the point B and O, because the opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. So BO is equal to QA and BO is equal to Y2, as we have marked the coordinate. So QA is equal to Y2. And in the same way we can calculate the QB. The line segment QB is equal to line segment OA, because the opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. So BQ is equal to OA, and OA is equal to X unit, and BQ is also equal to X2. Now let's join the point P with the x-axis and the y-axis. So now we have joined the point P with the x and the y-axis, so we can calculate the PC and PD. So line segment PC is same as DO, because opposite sides of a rectangle are equal, and DO is equal to y units, and y unit is y1, so PC is equal to y1. And DP is same as OC, because opposite sides of a rectangle are equal, and OC is the x units, so DP is also equal to x1. Now we have to do some more constructions. So now I have joined the point P with the line that is joining the point Q and A, and I have marked the point of intersection as the point M. So now if I ask you what is the length of DM, so you can easily tell the DM is same as BQ, because QBDM is a rectangle and the opposite sides of a rectangle are equal, and we know that the QB is equal to x2, so DM is also equal to x2. Now there is magic going to happen, because we are going to make a triangle by joining the point P and point Q. And now you can see that PMQ is a right triangle, and Max is full of right triangles. So by some theorems of right triangle, we can calculate the length of PQ easily. So now if I ask you what is the formula to calculate the length of PQ for a right triangle, so you can use some trigonometry function if you know the angles, but the easiest one is the Pythagoras theorem. And Pythagoras theorem states that the sum of squares of the other two sides of a right triangle is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. So here PQ is the hypotenuse and PM and QM are the sides. So, but before going to calculate the length of PQ, we need to find the length of QM and PM. So what is the length of QM? So we can see that by the figure that QM is same as subtracting MA from QA. So QA is equal to Y2, and but we don't know the length of MA. But PC is equal to MA and MA is equal to Y1. Now PM, we need to find PM. To find PM, we can subtract PD from the line segment MD. DM is equal to x2, which I have already written, so we can write here x2 minus, we need to find dp, and we already know dp, which is x1. Now we know the two sides of our right triangle, so we can use the Pythagoras theorem to find the third side of the right triangle. Last step, which is to find the length of our hypotenuse. So in triangle PMQ, PQ square is equal to QM square plus PM square. PQ square is equal to, now we know the length of QM, which is Y2 minus Y1, and we also know the length of PM, which is x2 minus x1. Now square rooting both sides, we get the formula. This formula is known as distance formula, which is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square root. And we can use this formula by the coordinates x1, y1, x2, y2 to calculate the distance between 2 points anywhere in the Cartesian plane. Thanks for watching.